So hello guys, welcome back to a new video. So in this video, we will gonna learn about approval processes, and let's understand this with a very simple real world example. Imagine you work for a company and you want to take 3 days of leave. You create a leave request in Salesforce, but should your leave automatically be approved? Of course not. Your manager needs to review your request first. So the process would be employee applies for the leave. Leave request is submitted for the approval, and then manager receives the approval request, and then manager approves or rejects it. Okay, then your leave status is updated. The entire process can be automated using a Salesforce approval process. In today's video, we will understand approval process from scratch and then build a complete leave approval process in Salesforce. Okay, so let's get started with the basic definition first. Okay, an approval process is a Salesforce automation feature that allows us to submit a record to one or more approvers for review and approval. Once the record is submitted, Salesforce can automatically send approval requests. It can also lock the records. It can notify the approver. It can also route the record to the appropriate person. It can perform actions when the record is approved. It will gonna perform actions when the record is rejected too. Okay, so in our example, an employee creates a leave request. Okay, then Salesforce send that request to the employee's manager. The manager can then approve or reject. Based on the manager decision, Salesforce perform the configured action. So in simple words, approval process automates the process of reviewing, approving or rejecting Salesforce records. Let's think about what would happen without an approval process. An employee wants to take leave. They might send an email to their manager, obviously, or maybe send a message on Teams or maybe on Slack, and it will gonna wait for the manager response on email or on that application where he is sending message, or maybe they might manually update the leave status. So this can become difficult to track. Instead, Salesforce can automate the complete process. The employee creates a leave request, Salesforce send it to the manager approves it or rejects it, then the Salesforce updates the leave request automatically. This gives us better tracking, less manual work, faster approvals, clear approval history, and better accountability and also consistent business processes. Now let's talk about a real business example where we will gonna create a employee leave request. Okay, we will gonna do it the practical for it in the Salesforce org too, so don't worry about it. So in this example, suppose we have a custom object called leave. So this object stores employee leave request. It contains fields such as employee name, start date, end date, reason, or maybe status. Okay, these type of fields. Now an employee named Rahul wants to take leave for 3 days. He creates a leave request. It will gonna create a record like the employee name will gonna be Rahul, leave type will gonna be casual leave, and then start date will be like 15 August to 17 August. Okay, and the reason should be like personal work or maybe something else, marriage or something else. And the status will be like you can put some pick values, pick list values on that status field, like submit or approve or rejected. Now Rahul submits the leave request for approval. Salesforce send the request to Rahul's manager. The manager reviews the request. If the manager approves, the status will become approved. If the manager rejects, then the status will become rejected. So this is the approval process we are going to build. Before we create the process, let's understand the important components. An approval process consists of several important parts. The first will be entry criteria. An entry criteria determines which records are eligible to enter the approval process. For example, we may only want leave request with status submitted to enter the approval process. And then we have approval steps. Okay, approval steps define who needs to approve the record. For our leave request, it will be employee's manager. Okay, then the manager reviews the leave request and then approve. Then we have approver. The approver is the person responsible for reviewing the request. In our example, approver is the manager. And then we have initial submission actions. These actions happens when the employer submits the leave request. For example, lock the record or maybe send an email notification to the manager or maybe update the status. Then we have final approval action. These action happens when the manager approves the request. Like now the status has been approved, then unlock the record or maybe update that field. Okay. Then we have final rejection action. If these action happen when the manager rejects the request. For example, if the status is rejected, then also change the name of the record or maybe something else. Okay, then we have also recall actions. Okay, if the approval request is recalled, Salesforce can perform configured recall actions. Now let's move on to the Salesforce org and let's see the whole approval process. Okay. So now I am in my Salesforce org here. And first let me show you an object which I have created. So this is my custom leave object which I have created, and when you click on new button, you can see we have some fields here: leave name, start date, and the reason of leave and the status. So what we will gonna do, we will gonna create an approval process for this object. So to create an approval process, first you need to click on this gear icon, and then you need to click on setup, and then you need to search here approval process, and you can see we have a approval process option in process automation. So let me click on approval process, and here you can see we have a wizard for approval process, and you can also see it is telling us that we have to try flow approval processes. So that is something new which Salesforce introduced, so we are not learning flow right now. When we will start learning flow, we will surely gonna use our approval process with flow too. So for now we will gonna rely on the old processes where we need to create a approval process through custom wizard. So you can see we have a object selection option here where you can select the object for which you want to create your approval process. So leave object is already selected, but you can also choose some other objects too. So let me click on leave again because I want to create my approval process on the leave object. And here let me click on create new approval process. You can also use jump wizard and you can also use standard setup wizard. So I am going with jump start wizard, and let me click on this. And here first I need to give a name. So the name will gonna be leave process, and I can also assign an email template here, but it is not a required field, so I'm not assigning any. And we need to check on this checkbox too, because submit for approval button and approval history related list has not been activated yet in my object. I need to activate them through my page layout, or I can just check on this box and it can activate it for me. So here I can specify an entry criteria for my approval process. When will my approval process should work? So here you can see we also have two options. I can also write a formula here and I can also use criterias. Okay, so I'm going with criteria are meet. So here you can see I have chosen my status field, and when my status field is equal to submit, so you can see we have a lookup option here. You can click on this and you can select your pick list value from here. Okay, so whenever my status will be equal to submit, I should be able to submit that record for the approval process. So here you can see we have some options for approver. Let's read them one by one. The first option is let the submitter choose the approver manually. So this option is when you click on the submit for approval button, and on that same page you will be able to choose your manager which will gonna approve your leave request. We also have this option automatically assign an approver using a standard or custom hierarchy field. So this is something you create with the help of hierarchy. I can choose here my manager, and there will be a manager in my profile who will get the notification when I send my record for submit for approval. And if you are wondering who will gonna be the manager of that user, for that you need to search for user, and you need to open users. And in the users, let's open a user. Here let me open this user, and you can see there will be an option of manager here. You can assign a manager here in your profile by editing to your profile. So you can see you need to go to the bottom, and here you can see you have an option of manager here. You can choose your manager here. So when you select this option and you select manager here, the notification of that approval process will go to your manager which you have chosen here. Okay. So we also have the option of automatically assign to queue. We can create a queue and we can add members in that queue, and we can assign that queue here. So all of the members of that queue will be able to approve your leave request on that approval process. You can do that too. And we also have this option automatically assigned to approver. You can directly select a user here. Whoever requests for the approval, the request will be sent to that user only, and you can also choose a queue here. You can also choose a related user here. So for now, we will gonna go with let the submitter choose the approver manually, and let me save this. Okay, and click on OK here. And now we need to go to the approval process detail page here. You can see my approval process has been, but still it is not activated yet. So before activating it, what I will gonna do, I will gonna add some actions here. We have multiple actions here: initial submission action. We also have approval steps. We also have final approval actions. We also have final rejection actions, and we also have recall actions. So in the initial submission action, whenever someone sends the record for the approval, what should happen? Suppose I am in that record. Okay, let me open this record, and I send this record for submit for approval button. Here you can see for now there is no submit for approval button, but when my approval process will be activated, there will gonna be a submit for approval button here. So when I click on this submit for approval button, what should happen immediately? So immediately I can change the status from submit to in review. Okay, or I can send an email to users, or I can create a task. So whatever I want I can do here. by clicking on this add new button. You can see we can create a task, we can send an email alert, we can update a field, we can send outbound message. So for now I'm gonna click on field update and I need to give it a name here. So this will gonna be the name I have chosen, status change to in review. And here let me click on status field, and as soon as I choose the status field, and you can see I have the option to choose the specific value here. So I will choose in review and let me save this. So now you can see as soon as someone clicks on submit for approval, the status will be updated from submit to in review. So you can skip the approval steps. We only need to use one step here. So here you can see we have final approval action. Like when someone approves our approval process, what should happen? So here I will also gonna update my field. So here I have chosen status change to approve. So let me change the status field, and here let me choose the value approved and let me click on the save button. Now when someone approves my approval process, the status will be update to approve. Here I need to select final rejection action too. When someone reject my approval process, what should happen? So here I will also gonna update a field. So this will gonna be the name status change to rejected. So here I will again gonna choose status field, and here I will gonna choose rejected. Okay, now let me save this. Now my full approval process has been created. This is the name of my approval process, leave process. Entry criteria is when a status is equal to submit, then a user should be able to send the record for submit for approval. Okay, and the record editability only offers to administrator. I'm not adding any recall action because I don't think we need any, because sometimes what happen, a submitted approval process has recalled back. So when you have to use recall actions. Okay, so I don't think we need to use that for now. So let me click on the activate button here and let me click on OK here. So now my approval process has been created and it is activated now. Okay, so let me go to my object here and let me refresh this page first. And here let's create a record. So I have filled the details here. So let me click on save. You can see these are the details of my record. Now to send for approval, I need to go to this option, and you can see we have an option of submit for approval here. If you are not able to see this option, you need to add this by going through page layout. Okay, so let me click on submit for approval. You need to write a comment here. So I have written the comment here. Let me click on submit. So here I have chosen the first option where you need to choose your manager right away when you are applying for the leave. So let me choose a user here. So let me choose myself. Okay, and let me click on submit. So now you can see I have created a approval process through my record, and you can see I have already got a notification here. So let me click on this notification, and you can see Sachin Singh is requesting approval for leave. Okay, so I'm getting this notification. So whoever I choose will get this notification. So whenever that manager click on this notification, you will gonna have these options: approve, reject, and reassign. This is what, if you reassign this, it will gonna go to the recall option. Okay, so for now I'm gonna approve it. So let me click on approve. And before approving it, let me show you one more thing. Let's go back to the leave option. So let's go back to the leave object. Let me open the leave object here. You can see when we submitted the request, the field was updated from submit to in review. Now I am going to approve it. Okay, so let me click on approve. Let me write some comment here and let me approve it. So as soon as I approve it, let's go back to the record and let me refresh it. So as soon as I approve it, the status is changed to approved. So my all actions are working with the approval process too. So that's how you create a approval process and you create your actions in that approval process, and that's how the full process works. So I hope you really understand everything in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next lesson.